What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. Today, we have something special like we always do. It is day number 14 of my segment in the month of madness. Yes, every single day in the month of October, I am going to recommend a horror movie for you to watch and enjoy. And before I get into what that movie is, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and comment down below. Maybe you can even recommend some things for me to look at and maybe even recommend for you guys. Who knows? But day number 14, we have the goodie bag to the right of me. Let's see what we got today. Bam! It ain't Halloween unless you got a goodie bag. Today, we are looking at the 1976 cult classic, bam, Alice, Sweet Alice, brought to you by Arrow Video, Arrow Video. I was about to say Arrow Films for some reason. Bam. Now, just so you know, let's see better lighting on this side. Yeah, there we go. All right, so just so you know, Alice, Sweet Alice is a 1976 film. It was originally titled The Communion, which when you watch the movie, of course, you'll understand where they got the name The Communion from. So the essential plot of this movie is there's a mother, a divorced mother. She has two daughters, and she's very close with this father, as in a pastor of a Catholic church. What ends up happening is one of the sisters is completely jealous of the other one, and as the other sister is preparing to take her first communion, what happens is that this sister gets murdered on her first communion day. Now, this is where the movie evolves into a whodunit. All signs point to the psychotic daughter, or the daughter that shows psychopathic tendencies. But, you get to learn more about that as the film unfolds. So, is it really the psychotic daughter, or is it somebody else behind the scenes? Who knows? Watch the movie and figure it out. But in all honesty, this film was very, very good. I honestly, when you're listening to it, you hear the film score, and the film score, as my wife pointed out to me while we were watching the film, she said it sounds just like Psycho. That's a fact. Like when you're watching it, it kind of does sound like the original score from Psycho, not the screechy in the shower scene, but like, the one where she's driving and the score that plays then. That dum, 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 that. What is the young lady's name? The girl that plays Alice, Paula Shepherd. She does an amazing job as a little crazy little girl, or just giving off the appearance of a psychotic little girl. She does it. In all honesty, like when you're watching the movie, it kind of feels like you're watching a very younger version of Carrie. She gives off that Carrie White vibe. I don't know why. As far as the other actors in this movie, I mean, it's really hit or miss. The acting in this movie does come off kind of stale sometimes, and you honestly, the story is what carries it along. It's such a good story, and it does a good job at telling a good story that it kind of keeps you intrigued and keeps you coming along. So you kind of look past the kind of like stale acting and things like that. Like her dad, the dude that plays Alice's dad, very stale. The mother's kind of stale, and like her screams are kind of like, nyeh. They don't seem too realistic. But again, I digress. We also have what's the name of this guy? What is his name? Hold on, let me find his name. Mr. Alfonso. Oh, his name is actually Alfonso. Didn't know. I didn't know that. Mr. Alfonso is apparently his real name is Alfonso. All right, so Alfonso's this fat ass weirdo, right? And this dude is weirdo. That's all I want to say. He looks like a weirdo. He acts like a weirdo. And he plays that shit way too well. Red flags everywhere. And I mean, this movie plays with a lot of themes like family disruption and things like that. And then also it has this weird I feel like it plays with this idea that uh young girls that are going through maturity, the idea that they're hormonal and that it turns them psychotic or something. This is a 1976 movie. It seems like they're playing with that theme. You can watch it and tell me what you think in regards to that topic. But seriously, I think it's a pretty good film. Honestly, it could have had a sequel, to be honest. If once you see the ending, it kind of sets it up for like a sequelish thing. But sequels are hit and miss because, you know, sometimes they do justice and sometimes they make it worse. So, but I mean, in regards to this movie, I really think that they could have took a movie and then kept the same young actress and just developed another story around her because she obviously had psychopathic tendencies. But, you know, what else can I say? Except the famous line from the movie, "But you gave it to the whore." Anyway, that's my pick for day number 14. Tune in tomorrow for day number 15 and enjoy everything, all the content that I'm dropping. I hope you guys are enjoying it. This is a day-to-day grind and I'm making it happen regardless of how late it is when these videos drop. I'm making sure that something gets dropped every single day in the month of October because I'm keeping my word that this will be a month of madness. Until next time, adios. This is David from the 80s, and make sure you subscribe.